production.
Hey guys, this is Crazy D on Crazy D Productions again. Thanks for staying tuned and visiting the channel. So, today we're going to do a tutorial on lights for Doom. How to increase the way the lights look in the game. So, I have a little map I made here, and I'm going to explain what's going on. So normally when you're coming somewhere, let's say that was sky, it's supposed to be sky, that's how the light looks normally, all the time. This looks from really bright to dark. That's not how light looks in real life. So this is basically the way the game is all over. Normally in real life you have a blend from really light, bright, to medium, and then to a really dark. So there's a couple of models I want to show you of things I've created, as some of you already seen over there on the right. But let's go check it out. So this is one of the models I made, which is really bright. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels before the darkest level, and this looks way better if you ask me. Like let me see, I'm gonna do something so it helps. Hey, don't be watching extra stuff, guys. I'm gonna just put my mouse on this, it should hover on that. So, this other square is square 1, this is square 2. If you check that out, it blends much better. If you go on the gameplay, and also that gives you more of a live experience, I would say, of playing the game. But the problem with this is you get corners. You don't get corners in real life. You get a nice, round, fuzzy blend into it. So, let's go to the next. This is what I've came up with, and I mean it works pretty well. That's better than that one. Still, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels to the darkest. And there's blend. As you can see, I'm missing a spot down here. I mean, it's a different sector, I guess. But that looks pretty good in gameplay. So, I mean, I like it. It's just different ways of making light. And this is my final stage. Look at this. This is insane. It's a lot of work. If you guys find it appropriate, this one has a lot of stages. So it starts off square, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 different shades of color before going into the darkest. It's round, it's nice. I'm going to do something real quick so we can actually get some kind of an example. Because every time I highlight it, it goes back to really bright, and that's kind of ruining it for us. Let's see, this is 255, 255, what? They're both the same? Okay, whatever. So, as you can tell, it looks really nice. The fade out that I've made, I mean, I really like it. I would love to have a game like this. It takes time. So this tutorial is about how to make, it's up to you if you want to do square 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you want to change your lighting to give more of a real effect on lights. This is square 1, square 2, square 3, which has the round edges, and square 4, which has 17 levels, round edges, and really, I guess we could say, insane blend. So, yeah. This is a tutorial on that today. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to make a new sector. So we're back on editor mode. Hit the S key, and we're going to go ahead and make a room. I'll just make 4 little small lights. That should be fine. It doesn't matter what size, it's up to you. I'm going to hit V for vertices or whatever, and then hover over this and delete it. And let's get started. Let's get this room. S for sectors. Right click, brightness. Let's bring it down to 96. Oh, a little bit more up. 128. Yeah, 128 works. And we're gonna make a light. L again. Let's make these squares right here. Instead of repeating that step, I'm just gonna go to sectors by clicking S. Clicking it once with my left click, Control C to copy, hover over here, Control V, and then just click it into place, Control V again, click it into place, Control V again, and click it into place. Then I'm still in sectors mode. I'm going to select all these, right click, ceiling, I'm going to put sky, I don't know how to go there. There's a sky, where's Dumod, this one, F_sky1. Floor can stay like that. Brightness we'll put 255. Okay. So if we go back into the editor, which is by pressing W, we get this. And yes, that'll look like it's actually the... when you're playing the game, you'll see that that's actually what it looks like. But I'm going to try something else. I'm going to push these up a little. And then... I selected them all. If I'm going too fast, I clicked 1, 2, 3, 4, and then scrolled up just a couple to give it that kind of a real effect. You'll see what I'm doing. C to clear, and then the quickest way to do this is, well, to me personally, I can select the texture here. Let's say I want some wood or something. This could even work. Or even that. Let's try that out. I could. Here's another one that doesn't have the lava look, and that one's pretty. There we go. Here it is. Bro hug or brown hug, bro hug, definitely. So I'm hovering over it. I won't click it. I just hover over, Control copy, and then I'm gonna hold down the Shift key. While I hold down the Shift and then I hit the mouse key inside, like the third mouse button, which is the wheel. Press it in, and it'll apply it everywhere. And then the same over here. Hold down Shift, middle button, hold down Shift, middle button, hold down Shift, middle button. So that's so far what we got, and yeah, it's looking good to me, I guess. We're gonna go ahead and start working on the lights. So in order to make lights look better, we need to increase the grid. So this one I'm gonna make probably a 4 or 5 grid. So you see the more the brackets, which is the down, I don't know what these are called, open bracket, closed bracket. If you press the one on the left, it makes it really big. You see that the brackets get humongous. If you keep pressing it, the right one, it keeps getting smaller brackets. Basically, it seems like more pixels are being generated. So what I'm gonna do, that. I'm on level 2, I guess 2 megapixel. I don't know what it is, 2 MP, whatever. Hit the L key. Careful on this. You don't want to start a line on that dot. So make sure you start away from the dot. Something I learned was click kind of the center of the mouse is on the actual crossing, not the tip, the center of the mouse. Works better. Just go around once like that. And then do it again. I zoom in because that helps for accuracy. This requires patience, my friends. Much patience. I'll just do a 4-level transition or gradient. So, I mean, I recommend watching the whole video, but once like you see this, you're probably gonna want to stop and do the whole thing yourself. But it's fine. So what you're gonna do is, once we have that, you can see by hitting the M, you can see, or even the S for sectors, you can see there's different sectors. Each one lights up differently. So 1, 2, 3, and then the last one, which is 255 brightness. The fifth one over here would be the darkest, or fourth, whatever it is. So we're going to do S sectors. We're going to click the brightest one, the next level, the next level, the next, and then the last one, which is the darkest one in the room. Everything should be highlighted. This one starts off at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can do a billion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, how much you want. Trust me. You can. And then we're going to hit this, make brightness gradient. Once you click this, the map or the software will automatically do this work for you. Will accurately change it for your, so it's a nice gradient. So if we go back in here, you can see there's a gradient now. It's kind of that nice little fade. I used to be okay with that until I started getting really into this. I was like, I can do better. So the way I do it is I'm gonna hit clear everything. I'm in L mode or lines. What I do is I do here. Well, this is level 2. It can get very intense, trust me. Instead of making a square, I'm making actual 8-sided figures. This is gonna be I don't know if it's a 12-sided figure or something like that. Bear with me, it will pay off at the end. You're probably wondering, this much work for a light? It's up to you how much graphics you want to put into your game. And then I think my last one can probably go here. You can also remember, like this one says 6 right there. This little thing right there says 6. This one says 3. That means this one has to say 6, so they're actually parallel, or I don't know what it's called, something. And then I'm like, oh, how am I gonna know how far this dot is from this one? It's 1 dot away. This pixel or this vertice from this vertice is 1 away. 1. Same over here. It's 1 and then up. And then obviously 6 again. Remember? 6, 3, 6. And then 1 away from here. Up to the right. And then it's 6, 3, 6. Trust me, the more you do this, the more practice you obviously get, and you start being a beast monster. Alright, so I guess that's fine. And then we hit sections mode again. I hit clear. I hit the C button twice. So we're back in sectors just to clear everything, just in case something's selected. And I'm going to hit the brightest, next, 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 and next. This one only has 4 levels, but it helps that it has round edges to blend the color. Go back up here, make brightness gradient. And let's go back to editor mode, visual mode. And that looks much better than the one over here. This one looks like an old Windows 98, Windows 95 game. This looks a little bit Millennium or whatever. So we're gonna keep on going like that. So for this one, what I would do, I would increase by hitting the right button, the right bracket or close bracket to increase it to 1. You can always click down here. Customize. About 0. Can I do 0.5? No points? No, they don't let me go to decimals. Show background image. What is all this? I'm interested. Offset. I'll have to mess around with that. But yeah, I'm at 1 right now. So we did those last 2 at 2 MP. The next one I'm about to do, I'm going to do it at 1. Well, actually not yet. So I'm going to do the same thing as what I did up here. But before I continue, I'm going to cheat a little. I'm going to hit the S, C 2 times to clear everything. And then I'm going to grab that, copy it, clear, select this with sections mode, delete, L, I hit the L button, select these lines and delete. And then I'm going to hit Control V to paste this square in here. That's going to save me some work. Right? Forget about that, everything's darker and all that. Basically, I just did all these lines and saved myself a lot of work. So we will make this brightness, I don't remember how much it is, 128, yep. So I'm just going to add more lines to this. That's basically all I'm doing. You can start seeing patterns when you do this. You'll be like, oh, look at that. As you can tell, I'm making it look so easy. So it's 8, 6, 8. And then the last one, which is, I don't know, 52. I'm gonna do 3 more times. Trust me, it can start getting complicated, but don't lose patience. $10, 8, 10. And then whatever this is, 48. 10, 8, 10, 48. So it's not like I have a paper with notes in front of me. It's just, I don't know, I've been doing it for a while. So let's do that, not 3 levels. Or should I go 1 more? That's fine. So we're going to do again, hit the sections mode. I always clear, so I hit 2 times the C. Click here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Make sure the center one says 1, and the last number is the big one, which is 7 over here. Hit gradient. And this one looks cool, and this one looks even more intense with the blend of light. It's like more, I would say, if you see it from the side over here, it just looks way more, it just looks better. Don't tell me it doesn't. Ooh, I got an idea. That'll help. 16 by 16 by 16. This is just for demonstration, not anything to do with anything. So basically now we can see everything. So you see the number 1 on the top left, 2 in the top right, bottom left is way better. And the reason I did this square is so I'm not selecting this, and then you can see the light gradient as well. So that way there's an empty space and I'm not selecting anything. So let's go back over here and do this one. So I'm gonna hit clear on everything. Whoa, no, not delete, clear. I'm gonna go to sectors mode. Before that, I'm gonna hit the last bracket, so I'm at 1 MP. I don't know what the MP means. I think it's 1 pixel because it looks like it's 1 pixel. I'm a paint guy, so this looks like it's 1 pixel. And yeah, so let's start off with this. This is where it gets tough because you need to be very accurate. Because when you screw something up, oh man. Alright, there we go. So lines mode. Make sure you left click. You start off by right clicking once and then you just keep left clicking. Sorry if this is a long tutorial, but it pays off, trust me. Very, very well. You can always adjust these. Let's say for example I screw up and I do that. I'm like, oh no, I have to start all over again. No, I don't. I'll show you how. You just go to V, which is vertices mode, and then you highlight it by getting close and then right click and hold it down, and then you can move it wherever you want. So this one goes right here. So don't panic, just fix it. Alright, let's continue. L's mode for lines. You guys are probably thinking, this guy went the extra mile just for some lights. Yeah. I did. So my numbers are 60, then 3, then 1, then 3, and then 60. And then from that, it's gonna be... Then you have to start playing with the system. You have to like, this is 4, 3, 4. You have to basically custom make this. You can copy my numbers, I don't care. If it makes your life easier, go ahead. 4. 4, 3, 4, 50 it again. And then here it's gonna change a little. We're gonna have a little pause mode. That's when the extra one comes in. So we're 5, 2, 2, and then 5. And then 56. 5, 2, 2, 5, 56. I can't see it, but I know these dots are going diagonal, so I really can't see the number that's around. I can't see the number that's here when I finally put this down, 57 or 56. So I'm just aligning them diagonally. It helps. If you're a Minecraft player, this should be easy for you. I haven't played Minecraft in a while, but in like almost a year. My Xbox keeps crapping out when I play Minecraft, so that's good because that game is basically a waste of time. It's fun though. Really fun. So you see 5, 3, 1, 3, 5. And just some info, when you're about to put this line there, make sure you're holding the mouse down nicely, so right about when you're about to press the mouse click, it doesn't jump to another place and then you're kind of screwed. I don't even remember what the next number is. What is it? 3, 1, 3, 5? I don't know if it is, but yeah, it is. 5, 3, 1, 3, 5. I wish I can. I'll speed all this up, probably in editing. If not, then voila. Ooh, I messed that one up. It's gotta be 5 here and then all the way to this place. So I messed this one up. Hit the V button. I'm clear by hitting the C after the letter V, and then I'll just drag this over. And then we continue back to lines mode. I'm gonna do a 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3. Yeah, that works. Ooh, 5. Gotta go back and fix that one. See what I mean? You're about to press the button. 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. 5 again. Well, it's 5 and then 52 and then 3 and then 4 and then 5 and then 52 again. So there was one I messed up. I don't know why I temporarily don't remember where it's at. It was like a 3 or something. I think it's over here. Lines. I don't know. I forgot. You guys probably do remember, but I don't. But you can always tell. Look, I just found it. The pattern. This is an L. The blue dots are making a line left and then a diagonal one. 1, 2, 3. A line up, and this should be diagonal. But no, I noticed that this is the problem right here. I'm gonna hit vertices and just drag this one over. That's it. And you'll start seeing patterns as you go with these blue lines, and that really helps or really adds up. So I'm gonna continue my lines thing here. 2, 2, 4, 6. 2, 2, 4, 6. Ooh, I messed that one up. Nice if you can move this vertice back. what's the number? 6422. So basically lower 422, and then 4 6 4 6 and 56. Six, 4 2. Ooh, messed up again. Trust me, it starts getting tough, especially because the game doesn't zoom in anymore. So the game, yeah, this is game for me. Trust me. This, oh my god, we're gonna have so many fixes. 4 6. And then 6 4. Yeah, that should be it. Okay, time to go fix what I screwed up. Look at the patterns. V, and C to clear that one over there. This looks all good. Down here, look at the pattern. Something doesn't seem right here. There we go. This one's all diagonal straight. Or straight diagonal line. Straight diagonal line. Goes up diagonal straight. Down diagonal straight. Look at this right here. 4 that way. None this way. What's going on? There we go. So, you know, you get the point. Just keep on going. That's what I did with this boy. I just kept on going. And as you can tell, this thing gets pretty insane. But it pays off. So I'm just going to kind of finish this tutorial kind of here. So let's do this gradient again. So I'm going to go to sections and start it off. Hit the clear button before anything. You just see 1, 2, 3. Clear. If you mess up, you're like clicking, and you're like, oh, I clicked the wrong one. Just unclick it, and that's it. Or you click the one over here, and you're like, wait, nope, that's the wrong order because it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, just re-click it and it'll unselect it. So let's keep on going. And then we're gonna do gradients. So as you can tell, this is way better than it used to be. Like, just look at that. I just really like it. So from the way Doom made lights, which was just a normal square like that, I don't know why they didn't use this gradient thing on the game. And if they did, I never noticed it. Sorry. So there you go. That's my tutorial on how to make lights much better. Higher quality looking lights. It might be tough, but it is definitely worth it. And if you're thinking, there is no way I'm taking that much time on my lights. And for example, I want to make this room bigger and I want it to be symmetrical, and if I put the line right there, it might not be the right pixel, you know, I'll be off by a little bit. So while I'm holding the right key, the way I got to here is hit the L button, right click, and then drag. I want it to snap on the exact spot, so I'm going to just keep hitting the left bracket to make this number bigger. And then, as you can see, I'm going to start getting to that point. Then that's too big. One more would make it perfect. So there we go. So, for example, before we end this tutorial, if I want to just have a room full of those lights, I don't have to go redo the entire job. All I gotta do is hit the S button for sectors, which is the thing up here, sectors mode. Grab all this, just this part right here, and don't start dragging in here. That's the trick. if you put your mouse in here and then try to click and drag over, it won't work. It thinks you selected this sector. So you have to start from a black spot which is outside of this any sector and drag over into the inside. Make sure you have everything. And then just hit copy, and then you can just hit paste and align it to where you need it at. And then paste again, align it over here. You can hit enter to accept it, or like I do, I just hit paste and then I leave it there. I don't touch it anymore, and then I hover my mouse where I want to paste the next one, and I hit Control V, and that one automatically goes into, I guess, enabled mode or something. So if I want to grab all these three, I can just copy them up. Sectors mode again, copy, paste, just use the center one, just grab the center one and then put it in place and hit enter, and then you have nice lights over here. And I will probably just make a little quick tutorial on how this looks in gameplay. Alright guys, well, this is the actual gameplay now of the different lights. I made a little passageway over here because I forgot to make one. So this is, remember, square one, which is your normal Doom light setup or light settings they do. It's just from left to like bright to dark. Boom, you can see the guy's hand just lighting up from 0 to nothing. This one is square 2, the one that has sharp edges, but there's a nice gradient. As you can see, the opponent's hand, or the Doom guy's hand, actually changes color little by little. As you can tell here, it's actually small. This one, if you go in, once you step in, it's like boom! So yeah. Same with this one, it's way better. The gradient is just way smoother, so it's very nice. I'm walking in diagonal direction right here so you can see the gradient. You change in light to super bright to not bright, and then this one's the one that had 17 levels of gradient light, which is insane to me, but so it gives you more of a realistic run when you're playing the game. I mean, you're probably running around shooting zombies or monsters, so you really won't be able to tell. But you'll be able to tell when you see that's just a crazy thing I've made here. It's like a little thing to stand on. But you'll see when you're playing the game, if I'm shooting zombies or monsters and I see this, I mean, fine, I'm doing that, but if I'm shooting zombies or monsters and that's the floor light right there, that would look so much better in gameplay. It looks so much more real. So let's go to this other room. Remember this? We just made it. That's the light. I kind of messed up. If you see, you can see the roof is actually bright at that point. So I was supposed to raise the entire part up, not just the center square, which is the square on the bottom, not just the center square was supposed to be raised up. I was supposed to raise up the whole entire thing. Each little layer was supposed to be raised up so it looks like it's a window from the sky or something. So, yeah, as you can tell, we just did this map and we can see the difference from that one to this one to this one to this one. This one looks really nice. I mean, you can keep going. The bigger the gradient is, the more time you put into it, the better that shade will look. So this is that room we just made earlier, and I mean, I wouldn't mind using this for an actual level where I'm killing zombies. So yeah, that's basically it. And one of my next videos is going to be of how to make round edges, like walls, Like instead of a corner being 90-degree angle, we're gonna make a nice angle to it, and it actually increases the look of your map by a lot. And there's a lot of little nice tricks you can do with that. So keep on watching if you guys like this. Any comments, concerns, or any things you guys can recommend. I know my videos can be long, but I think they're pretty introductive, or they give a lot of information out. I know that when you go on YouTube, you're like, oh, there's a 3-minute video on how to do lights and a 31-minute video. You're probably going to click on the 3-minute video, just like I do. But this channel is to teach you, and to teach you more in depth of things. So it's not just, oh, this is how you do lights and that's it. No, this is how you do lights. This is what I've dealt with. This is the tips and tricks of how to do it my way, the best way that I figured out with the amount of time I've been doing Doom Engine or Doom Builder. And these are the problems I've encountered, and this is how to fix them. So you know, there's like a lot more than just how to do lights. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I guess we'll see you guys next time.